Hi everyone. I'm all sweaty because I just tried filming a practice and did not have my phone on airplane mode. So I'm starting again. And I just wanted to say that I really appreciate the love and support that has come in through such kind words via email, texting, and even in my physical mailbox. So much gratitude for each of you. And I'm going to share by reading. There's something very simple that can help us to connect to being more intentional and more purposeful. I am sending peace and love to anyone who is suffering in the world today. I am sending peace and love to anyone who is suffering in the world today. So let's come onto our mat. And we're going to begin standing in mountain pose. So we establish a rootedness. Connect to our unwavering presence. We stand in alignment, we stand with awareness, and we come into our breath. Delivering oxygen deep into the lungs, using all of our lung capacity, means that we feel our belly moving away from the spine as we inhale, and back towards the spine as we exhale. Bring prayer hands to heart center and really plug into your heart space. Our thumbs touching the sternum, a physical reminder to send loving compassion and peace to our own self. And our fingers radiating out as a reminder to send love and peace and compassion to those who are suffering in the world today. As we inhale, we'll interlace the fingers and stretch up to the sky. As we exhale, we're going to sink into chair pose. So I'm going to bring hands to the heart. We could also keep arms extended out, like this. Breathing in, really opening the whole body. And then sitting strong. Waiting for the in-breath to lift us up, and the out-breath to bring us into our strong chair. 2 more times. Inhaling up. As we exhale, we're going to turn our torso to the right, lower the arms, part way or all the way. You decide. Inhale, reach up to the sky, and as we exhale, lower down. Breathe in, rotating right, and then rotating left. And we're using each out breath to alternate sides. because it allows us to really find our natural rotation without overpowering from the arms. We'll inhale back to center. As we exhale, let's soften the knees, tip at the hip, and come into monkey. Inhaling, lengthening the side bodies. Exhaling, so we feel a little softening to our hamstrings. And this is a great way to train ourselves to practice really good back care. Neutral spine. We're using the natural pulley of the hips to lift and lower. One more time. Inhaling as we circle sweep to the sky. Let's practice swan diving, bending our knees, releasing into forward fold, rising back up. Exhaling, we let go at the bottom. Inhaling, just like the sunrise. Great energy. Breathing in. As we exhale, letting go. One more time. Inhaling to circle sweep up. And exhaling all the way down, stepping back to all fours. Being meticulous about stacking our joints. Opening the hands. Pressing into the tops of our feet as we prepare for cat-cow. And we begin by taking a breath in, lengthening and opening the front body. As we exhale, we'll round and lengthen and open the back body. And this movement comes from the tailbone. So there should really never be any strain in the neck. Want to make sure we're not forcefully using the head to guide the movement. One more cycle. Releasing to neutral spine. Preparing for a flowing twist. We're going to start by taking our right hand either to our hip or to the sky. Exhaling as we release down. So keeping our shoulders away from ears and really pressing into the bottom hand and reaching up through the top so that we can stay open across the collarbone. One more time, lifting our right hand. One more time, lifting our left hand. And we'll meet at center. So from here, we're going to practice a flowing side plank that I love. Sometimes we're a little bit challenged moving to the long edge of the mat, but let's give it a go. So we're facing the top short edge of our mat. Our right hand opens, right toes kick off the mat. And we're inhaling to the sky, any variation. As we exhale, we walk to the long edge of our mat and take our left hand to the back of the mat and right foot pressing into the mat or lifting. Okay, so we're going to flow with this. Using our in-breath to open and radiate peace and love to those who are suffering. Walk through center on your exhale. Breathe in and walk through. Send it out. One more time. To the front of the mat and And one more time to the back of the mat. Making our way all the way to the top, sinking back into child's pose. And be really good at letting go here. We want to be an expert at letting go. So in child's pose, let everything relax, including your brain. It might help if you rock a little bit side to side. Rocking is always nourishing. And then we'll open our hands and prepare for half series. Breathing in, we shift forward into kneeling plank. Shift a little more forward, like you're looking over a cliff. Bend the elbows, practicing a gentle landing. Inhaling, using back strength to lift. Exhaling back to the earth. Inhale, press to kneeling plank. Exhale, child's pose. 2 more times. Breathing in. This could be done from full plank as well. So we're taking our options. Becoming our own best friend and our own best teacher so that we're really able to serve others. Child's pose, bringing the hands in close. Again, if we need nourishment, gently rock side to side. Massage all of the worry wrinkles on the forehead. And then we'll come to meet in downward facing dog. Opening the hands, pressing through the feet, pressing down so that we feel the body open. We feel the pose lift and come alive. The head hangs freely and our face is relaxed. Deep breath. Maybe we allow our heels to press alternating or together, just really grounding. One more breath. And then journeying to the top of the mat, any way that we like, meeting in a forward fold. We'll begin to move through some sun salutations. So bend the knees, circle sweep up to the sky. Radiate love and peace to those who are suffering today. Take a moment, take a breath. I invite you to practice any variations of sun salutation that feed your spirit, that feed your soul. You always want to weave our heart and spirit into our practice. Inhaling as we reach to the sky. Exhaling as we bow down. Inhaling, our right foot steps back to lunge or kneeling lunge. We exhale to child's or downward facing dog. We can stay here or inhale forward, shoulders over wrists. And then we shift forward again, shoulders over fingertips. Exhaling as we lower all the way or part way. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Inhaling, right foot to the sky. Exhaling as we walk or lunge up to the top. Let the weight of the head drop. Inhale, circle sweep to the sky. And exhale, chair. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Left foot steps back for come into child's or downward facing dog. And as we inhale, we find plank pose. Lowering for full or modified half series. Meeting in downward dog. Taking a breath here. Left foot lifts on an in-breath and lunges or walks us up into a deep bow. Inhaling, radiate out, and exhale, sit into the seat of your power. Inhale to mountain pose. And connect to the energy, the warmth, the sensation. We'll bring our hands to our hips and step the left foot back. And we're coming into lunge pose. So a lot of times I give the option to spin the back foot out. If there's any arthritis in the back toe or discomfort, you can angle that foot into warrior one. We're finding our depth, lifting crown of the head over base of the spine. Hands could come to the heart or help us to lengthen our spine. And we've got a focused gaze. We're pressing through the ball of the back foot, feeling the power from our back leg. Nice, deep breath. Swan diving down. Let's drop our back knee. Bring right forearm to right thigh and use it to help lift the head and chest. Left hand to the sky. And we feel this beautiful long line of energy down our that's the left side. If you want a little more sensation, you could press into the top of your left foot. Just really breathing and enjoying, being present. And then releasing. So important for us to ground ourselves in our bodies when there's probably a lot going on upstairs. So feel your hands pressing into the mat. The shoelace part of your left foot pressing. Our right leg is extended behind us. Left fingertips can come to the left corner of the mat or extend out. And we can feel the strengthening that's happening in the lower back as we support that leg, in the upper back if our arm is extended. Let's release all fours. And we'll come to our home base, which may be child's pose, it might be downward dog. We'll take a breath there and check in. Noticing if we need stillness or if we'd like to flow through half series, 1 to 3 times. Full or modified. You could also insert your own pose here. Maybe holding plank or adding a locust pose. We'll meet in child's pose or down dog. Take a deep breath right here, right now. Fully present, fully awake, fully aware. And we'll come to meet in downward facing dog. Left foot this time. Let's sweep it to the sky. And then exhale, lunging or helping it to the top. Finding lunge or warrior one. Our feet are set. We're bending into our front knee. So we make sure we're not hanging out above the pose, but coming down into it. Lifting the head and the heart, finding a focal point. Hands to the heart or to the sky. Pressing through the ball of the back foot, really activating the back leg. One more, full and deep. Come on down, onto the right knee. Let the hips settle. We might need to adjust, taking our back knee back. We're also making sure our front knee is over the front ankle. We're coming to our right thigh. Sorry, that's the left thigh. Left forearm on left thigh. Right hand to the sky. So now we're feeling the whole right side open. We can add to that by pressing into the shoelace part of our right foot. Breathe and feel. Next, exhale. Hands come back to the mat. And our left foot extends behind us. Wrists are right under shoulders. If there's any sagging, we're lifting up towards the spine. Right fingertips to the right corner of the mat. And then extending out. Breathing deeply through the work. And then we release. And again, yogi's choice, child's pose or downward dog, one not being better than the other. We do want to notice if we're doing more of what we're already getting in life on our mat. Remember, we're trying to use our practice to bring balance into our life. So if we're stagnant and still, let's move in our practice. If we're active in our body or our mind, we might need to root down, become stable. We'll meet in down dog. And let's inhale right foot to the sky. Exhaling it to the top of the mat. From here, we're coming into extended lunge. So let's bring our hands to our right thigh, just so we can get nice and long. You can stay here, or you can release your fingertips back to the sides or overhead. Shoulders stay away from our ears. Stay connected. Next, exhale. Hands release to the mat. And we're launching up into a three-point balance. We have the option to stay here or walk this in a little bit, nose towards the knee, into a standing split. Chin comes towards the chest. And the crown of our head is extending towards the earth. Really press into the right foot. As you exhale, release. Let's come up through monkey. Hands press into our shins so that we can grow a little longer, right out through the crown of the head. Inhale, rise up. So hands to the heart or arms extended, either way. We might also choose to practice balancing or awkward chair, coming onto the balls of the feet. Letting our hips sink a little bit lower. Our breath deepens. Heels come down if they're lifted. We're shifting into warrior three, right foot extending behind. Find your staying power, connect to the breath, to your concentration. And then fingertips come back to the earth. And let's just fold into self. Any forward fold options, hugging thighs, holding elbows, swaying the hips or elbows side to side. And then let go. Come into monkey pose. We're going to prepare for that same sequence on the left side. So we'll be picking up our right foot, stepping it back, and finding our extended lunge or our extended warrior. So I'm on the ball of my back foot, but again, if you had any discomfort there, turning the foot out is an option as well. We find a hip hinge. You might be just hinging forward a little or a lot. So let's all give ourselves the most benefit. That means keeping good form, maintaining our breath. As we exhale, fingertips frame the left foot. We're launching into the left foot, coming into a standing split. And so we find our own variation of this. Energy up through the big toe mound of our right leg, our right foot. And releasing as we come into monkey. Extended mountain. And any variation of chair, including the option to lift the heels. Full, steady breath. Focused awareness. Heels come down. Our left foot slides back. And we find a variation of warrior three. We could keep our hands on our right thigh or extend the arms. As we exhale, forward fold is our resting place. I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider. So less balancing, more letting go. Find a little sway here. Pause at center. Heel toe the feet back in. Bend the knees, sink the hips, and reverse swan dive up. Hands to the heart. Deep breath. And we're going to prepare to balance next. Away sign, right? Let's start by stepping our left foot out and shifting our weight into the left foot. This is a standing head to knee pose. We'll have the option, if we're steady, to bring the nose towards the knee. The key word is towards. We don't have to get to our knee, right? Yoga is a process, so we're always moving towards. And once we're open in our left foot, strengthening our left leg, our right foot can leave the mat. You could hold under your thigh or at the shin. And I'm gazing just beyond my knee. Taking a deep breath. If we notice that we feel a little shaky here, then this is a perfect place to stay and practice. If we're stable, we'll find a focal point just beyond our knee and begin to bring the nose towards the knee. One more breath, all doing our practice wherever we're at. Breathing wherever we're at, and then releasing. Noticing how good it feels to have both feet on the earth. Let's let go of tension in our upper body. So the arms are heavy, like weights hanging off your body. The shoulders are completely relaxed. And then we'll prepare for the other side. So transferring weight to our right foot this time. And coming up onto the ball of the left foot. So right away, we're preparing. Removing our attention from what's going on around us and drawing the knee to the chest. However we're supporting the left leg is fine. Take a deep breath. If this is really challenging to do standing, you could just do knee to chest from a chair. You could have your back at the wall for support. That's really nice too. If we're steady, gaze beyond the knee and begin to bring your nose towards your knee. Stabilize, one more breath. Stabilize, stabilize. And release. As we breathe in, we'll sweep to the sky. Exhaling, we're diving down. Wonderful to come to the earth. Let's sink back into child's pose. All tension runs off our back. Shed anything that prevents you from loving and supporting yourself and those around you. Remove all obstacles. No time to play small or be in victim mentality, right? So from here, let's inhale and rise up. Exhaling as we bring our hands or fists to our lower back. And I like to reach down even a little bit further. We want to make sure we're supported, that we're lifting out of our lower back. Really drawing shoulder blades and elbows towards each other. Either gazing up or shortening the lever, bringing chin to the chest. That will take all the tension out of the neck. Opening our heart Sending love and peace to those who are suffering. Rising back up and making our way to seated on the mat. And let's just take a moment to counterpose that camel pose by rounding our back. It's kind of like a seated child's pose. Really drawing the shoulder blades away from each other so you open the back of the heart. And then as we release, we'll bring hands to the mat and prepare for table. Our feet are hip distance apart and our hands are wide open. We're pressing evenly through hands and feet as we inhale up into table. And again, we could gaze straight up or drop our chin towards our chest. The belly is moving with our breath. Slowly releasing. Taking our feet out wide. Fingertips behind, walk forward on your sit bones. We'll take a full breath in, really lifting and lengthening. And as we exhale, the spine stays neutral. We hinge forward until we feel our natural stop. You might be sitting upright. And if you need that support behind you, keep your hands there. But we lead with the heart, keeping our shoulders down and back, toes pointing up towards the sky. So we'll press out through our heels. Really press down into the seat so you feel a little lift of the head and chest. And then we'll make our way up. And let's bring our left heel by our right hip. We're going to take hold of our right leg and extend out. Shoulders down and back. You might have a bent right knee, that's okay, as long as you're feeling that you're stretching the hamstring slightly. Bend the knee, and we'll slowly just switch sides. So right heel towards the left hip. We're going to support our left leg wherever might be behind the thigh. Sometimes reaching for the foot, even if we can, lifts our shoulders towards the ears. So maybe holding the shin. Shoulders are down and back, and we're just breathing into a nice hamstring stretch. This was a modification of heron pose. And then releasing. Let's scoot forward. We're going to be coming onto our back for a supine spinal twist. I hope you can see as I lower down. But we'll come onto our back. Let's just take arms overhead, feet to the sky. So remembering this immune boosting posture. A great one to practice at home. Use the wall and you'll feel like you never want to leave. And I think we'll practice a little bit different twist. So my right leg is going to cross over the left. If that's hard for you, you might have your right ankle on your left thigh. That's okay too. Arms come to a T. You might want to walk your shoulders down. And I'm just going to allow the lower body to fall to the right, using the weight of my right leg on top. And we shed any tension we're holding. We breathe deeply. Soften any areas that are contracting. Inhaling through center, and let's just switch sides. So either left leg crosses over or left ankle is on top, and we'll use an exhale to slowly lower. And we surrender to this twist. Breathing into all the areas of our body that feel restricted. Expand your capacity. Drawing our knees to center, extending out either into a supine butterfly pose, or we can straighten our legs right out into Shavasana. Always ending our practice with a neutral spine posture. Sense all the muscles along your spine, relaxing, supported by the earth. And we'll all make our way into Shavasana, taking whatever time we need to wiggle out. Might even shake out our legs, turn the head side to side, adjust our shoulders, coming to a place where we can be completely still. And this is where the magic of yoga happens. We do not come here to stay on the surface, so go deep inside, into the wellspring of love that lives within you. ourselves back in a loving and gentle way. Inviting movement and those parts of the body that feel ready to move. Bringing the soles of our feet to the mat. Taking a slow, deep breath in, belly inflating. And as we exhale, our knees fall to either side. The rest of the body follows along. Enjoy this pause and this moment by taking a deep breath. And then with the top hand, press down and begin to walk up slowly. Coming into any tall seated posture. Just really sitting with dignity and respect, love and compassion. Let's take a community breath, inhaling as we sweep hands to the sky. Exhaling home to the heart. And may all beings everywhere be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute to that freedom from suffering for all.